We at Kahuta Law College believe in patient and gradual reforms, and although our judicial system is in need of reforms, but its fundamentals are pretty strong. And we hope that this conference will bring about some of those changes. Now, before inviting the chief guest for the concluding address, I would request Honorable Mr. Touha Qureshi, Member, British Empire and Forum for International Relations Development, to come to the podium and grace us with his thoughts on the themes of the conference in a brief manner.
Thank you very much. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran, Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma bi qawmin hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim. Sadaqallahul Azim. To the nearest meanings, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says God does not change the status of any nation or people unless they create circumstances to change their own status. And as Allama Iqbal said, खुदा ने आज तक उस कौम की हालत नहीं बदली, ना हो जिसको ख्याल आप अपनी हालत के बदलने का. And a very wise Englishman said, God helps those who help themselves. First of all, I would like to congratulate the management, the honorable guests, all the participants for holding such a wonderful conference. I am here only for a few minutes because I have got to go back to Islamabad for another conference. I have been here for the last 2-3 days, and then I have to attend many other meetings. As the Chief Executive of School of Economics and Law, I do have vast amount of experience teaching the law graduates. At this moment, although I'm retired now, but I still deliver lectures to PhD students in King's College. So I understand how the academic system works. But my vast amount of experience has been dealing with the criminal justice system. And if you pay little attention, there will be a huge amount of capacity to learn how I could give you a bit of comparative analysis in the criminal justice system within UK and Pakistan. I used to be the board member for Ministry of Justice, where we had a Europe-wide program to rehabilitate convicted criminals under Terrorism Act. Now that is a very serious and maybe a boring subject. But in the UK, we have a very sophisticated system to counter radicalization, to counter extremism, to counter terrorism. And once the people are charged under Terrorism Act related offenses, then there is a mechanism to bring them out of the prisons and rehabilitate them so that they could become useful citizens of the country. So that is my theme today. In a few minutes, I would just express that. After 9/11 and then 7/7 in the UK and then 21st of July in the UK, Muslims were under tremendous pressure by the authorities, by the religious groups, by the Muslim community itself, that what has gone on, why the Muslim leadership failed to keep its youth within the constraints of Islamic jurisprudence, and why the government failed to detect that very acute problem, that Muslims were becoming extremists, radicals, terrorists, and they were being arrested. And there were some suicide bombings in London. I'm sure you are all aware of that. I was then asked to design a program because the authorities did not have knowledge and skill to deal with those convicted people who are willing to give their own lives. They had experience of dealing with the terrorists of Irish Republican Army, the IRA, the Catholics versus Protestants in the Northern Ireland. Those people who killed Lord Mountbatten, those people who attacked our Prime Minister in 80s, killed many people, army, police officers as well. So I designed a training program for them. Not only rehabilitation of the young people who are involved in terrorism, but also for the staff how to deal with this. So my suggestion today would be, learned scholars are sitting here who have vast amount of experience, to take this back as a suggestion.